But now the most interesting bit of news we got here is from My Time to Shine Hello, who is a somewhat reliable industry insider, saying that the symbiote will have a role in the plot of Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, what that role could be, that's where I come in. Because we know there's still this little sliver of the symbiote within the MCU after the post-credit scene of No Way Home, even though Venom: The Last Dance tried to retcon that. And Michael Mando has been teasing not just the Scorpion, but the symbiote on his Instagram stories. My initial thought was, okay, yeah, maybe he'll end up becoming Matt Gargan Venom later on down the line in the MCU. I don't think we'll get that within this movie yet. In case you don't know, at one point in time in the comics, Matt Gargan becomes Venom as a member of Norman Osborn's Dark Avengers / Thunderbolts. And as a matter of fact, during the Brand New Day era and Amazing Spider-Man 570 to be exact, and New Ways to Die, this is also the first time that we see Eddie Brock as anti-Venom, thanks to Mr. Negative accidentally turning him into anti-Venom. And him and Spider-Man team up to take down Venom's Gargan. But this is something that I thought could be an option ever since No Way Home. Because if you think about it, Matt Gargan right now has the same motivations that Eddie Brock does. He fucking hates Spider-Man. And I started thinking about all the other heroes like Hulk. How is he going to become Savage Hulk besides the fact that he's always angry? What if the symbiote suit gets on Frank Castle and we get a Venomized Punisher? I mean, it would really just be like Agent Venom. Or what if the symbiote suit gets on the Hulk and we get a Venomized fucking Hulk, and that's why he becomes the Savage Hulk again? Get a load of this fucking guy. Get a load from this guy. How about that? I don't think that's happening, but I think at some point in this movie, Tom Holland Spider-Man is going to get the symbiote suit. Just makes a whole lot of sense thematically too. The loneliness, the depression, the darkness that he's dealing with. There's not a better time than now for him to get this suit. Because I need this suit. It makes me a better Spider-Man. Maybe in the third act, which allows him to beat Scorpion, who I think is going to kick his ass the first time they meet. That would just fuel Gargan to have an even bigger hatred when he gets locked up again at the end of this movie. Then Peter would have the symbiote for Doomsday Secret Wars. And thanks to Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four, he becomes Bagman for a quick second. And that ultimately leads to Gargan getting the symbiote suit. And shit, if he's locked up, they could do the thing where it gives off an offspring and you get introduced to Carnage too. Something that I would actually really love to see is that Peter somehow dies in this movie. And then the post-credit scene is him getting up out of the fucking grave, just like that iconic shot from Kraven's Last Hunt. That shit would kind of go crazy. But either way, this would set it up perfectly for him to get the symbiote for Secret Wars. I think a really cool option that I would love to see explored, since we know Yelena Belova is in this movie, is that all this chaos is happening because of the Void and all the traumatic events that people have been going through for that like hour that they were all in the Void. That's why we get the return of the Savage Hulk. That's why Frank is crazier than usual, because he's been having to relive. No. Wait. I doubt they go this route, but I feel like it would be a missed opportunity because this is a big fucking event. This is kind of like the blip. But finally,